I've been thinking about attention lately. It's like that, have you heard that story? There are two wolves fighting in every man's heart. One is love, the other is hate. Which one wins? It's the one you feed the most. Last year, I had filmed a video, maybe around this location. I went downhill back home and literally stumbled upon some raspberry bushes right by our house. They were so overgrown that I easily could have walked past, just not noticed them, and I guess that's what I've done in the previous years. Because I think I didn't notice that we had raspberries at that exact spot until last year. And I stumbled upon them maybe around mid-August. And I filmed a little short where I said something like, yeah, I used to not like raspberries. I thought, growing up, I thought raspberries were nasty because there were always bad ones, always a lot of bad ones. I just noticed in the same bushes this year, as I've given them a bit of attention from May onward, May when it started to grow, I have weeded so I don't have to wade through thick brush to even find the raspberry bushes. I maybe have given the bushes then a bit more, a bit less competition about resources, light. And anyway, I've paid some attention to the bushes through the growing season. And then I noticed when the berries started to ripen. And so far, I haven't had to pick through a lot of bad raspberries. I got to them in time, as they were just ripe. And all that had to do with attention, to give them a bit of attention, so I knew when to start picking them. And I guess it's a bit of a lesson about consistency as well, because I'm kind of committing to these bushes, and I was checking on them in the days leading up to ripe berries. As I said, I've been from time to time checking in on them since May. It's been, we've had a relationship this year, me and the raspberry bushes. We had a neighbor thinning out his rhubarb, and we were gifted several rhubarb roots. I was thankful and all, and started planting rhubarb in our garden. While I was doing that, I noticed we already have rhubarb. 2 or 3 quite big rhubarb plants. And rhubarb are definitely quite big. I was not sure what to what to think of that. It is highly unlikely that we all of a sudden get a couple of big rhubarb plants just out of the blue. They have probably been there all along. Have I seen it but not cared? Have I seen it and just not thought a lot about it? Have I just not seen it? Has it been overgrown? I have weeded around the raspberry bushes in front of the rhubarb. Could that be the reason why I've noticed the rhubarb now? I just don't know. It doesn't matter. It's just, it was funny. I was gifted this rhubarb roots, and I thought, yeah, now we get to have rhubarb too. And we already had. And I guess, no, that is a quite universal lesson. Take a look around. You might have more than you know. Count your blessings. And I keep coming back to that. It is surely a life lesson worth revisiting over and over again from time to time. Just keep counting your blessings. Yeah, for sure. And keep seeing the world. Keep seeing the world around you like it's new. Or what was that somebody said recently? We're always told to live our life like live each day like it's the last. But what about living each day as if it is the first? I really like that lesson. To me, that sounds like keep rediscovering what's around you. Keep an open mind. Keep seeing things in new ways, or in ways you haven't seen it for a while. Yeah, maybe keep seeing it like it's the first day. Keep seeing it as if you were a child. It's so easy, you know. It's so incredibly easy to get caught up in the negatives for some reason. I have read explanations, I've heard explanations why it's so easy to get caught up in the negative things. It was something like the beautiful things, the things that go well, the things that are positive. You don't have to think about it. It just is. But if a lion is creeping up on you, it's worth taking note of. It will be worth taking note of where you need to watch out for that lion. It's something about that makes it easy to focus on the negative. So I'm really trying to practice counting the blessings, because I could so easily just give in to all the negatives. It's so great. I get some comments about the beautiful place I live in. And I really keep thinking about, I need to remember to count that blessing. And I can split that up into many blessings that I can count. Because it's so easy to keep focusing on the negatives, and it might be camouflaged as humbleness. Like, oh yeah, I'm not going to brag about living in a beautiful place. It's like, oh yeah, sure, the place it's beautiful, but oh, do you know? Oh, the winters are so harsh and the summers can be so bad and blah blah blah. We've had these incredible blessings of 3 summers in a row that were great. Lots of nice weather. And this year we've had a summer as bad as hardly anyone can remember. I can still count blessings. These really nice summers, I guess I'm not the only one that gets overwhelmed because, yeah, 15 degrees is great, 20 degrees is okay, but when it's a lot over 20 degrees, and yeah, 20 degrees, I mean Celsius, that's about 68 Fahrenheit, I think. So when it's in the high 20s and that's up in the 70s and 80s Fahrenheit, so it might be a very great summer, but it's hard to function. And I easily get sunburned. So I either have to be very careful and think about shadow and exposure time, or I have to deal with sticky blah, sunscreen. Don't like sunscreen, but sometimes it's smart. I haven't had to deal with that this summer. I think there was one or two in at the most it was 3 days where I put on sunscreen or had to think about it, think about shade. I mean, weather like this, it's perfect. I don't even have to squint. Haven't squinted a lot this summer. If you get headaches from squinting, this summer has been great. Lovely. And if you, like me, you want to get some work done, then 15 degrees, as we've had, I think we've had actually a very stable weather. We're not quite used to that. We've had a lot of days with 12 to 15 degrees. What's that? 60 Fahrenheit, something. That's great temperature to work in. And the best of all about this summer is I haven't thought a lot about the English names for all the bugs. The midges, gnats, gnats. These tiny, much smaller than mosquito, biting flies. I have seen a few of them. I've seen a couple of mosquitoes and I've seen a couple of, are they called deer fly and cattle fly? A couple, not many. And that's great because in great summers we can get those in great numbers. Not sure if I have reached a point here, but yeah, what I have with me through this whole section is count your blessings. Keep counting your blessings. And where did I start? I started with attention. Yeah. What we keep giving attention. Does any of this resonate? I would love to hear about it. Tell me about it in the comments, and I'll see you again in another video.